Welcome to Prayer Decode, the place where we don't just pray. We uncover the deeper meanings behind what we experience, feel, and hear in the Spirit. In today's video, we're peeling back the layers of April, looking not just at what happened, but why it may have mattered more than you thought. So stick with me to the end, because the answer to your waiting might just be hiding in the gratitude you forgot to name. And hey, if you find meaning in these moments, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss when we decode the next layer of your walk with God. As May draws to a close, it's a poignant moment to reflect on the myriad ways God's grace has manifested in our lives. Each day, whether filled with joy or challenges, offers an opportunity to experience His unwavering love and mercy. Throughout this month, we've witnessed countless blessings, some evident, others subtle. From the warmth of a loved one's smile to the serenity found in quiet moments, God's presence has been a constant source of comfort and strength. In times of uncertainty, it's natural to seek solace and guidance. Turning to prayer allows us to connect deeply with our faith, acknowledging both our gratitude and our dependence on His divine wisdom. Scriptures remind us of the importance of thankfulness. Psalm 136:1 declares, "Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever." This enduring love is a testament to His commitment to us, regardless of our circumstances. As we express our gratitude, let's also remember to extend kindness and compassion to others. By embodying the principles of our faith, we become vessels of His love, spreading hope and joy in our communities. Looking ahead, may we carry the lessons and blessings of May into the coming months. Let our hearts remain open, our spirits resilient, and our faith unwavering. There's something sacred about reaching the end of a month like May. It's not just another page on the calendar, it's a collection of moments, memories, quiet prayers, and unexpected blessings that all come together into a deeper story of God's grace. When I look back on this month, I don't just see days. I see divine fingerprints. I see the days I woke up unsure of what was coming, only to be met by peace I didn't understand. I see prayers answered in ways I didn't expect. I see tears that were comforted and laughter that reminded me that joy still lives here. And in the stillness of these reflections, I realize how easy it is to forget to say thank you. Not just the kind of thank you we say quickly out of habit, but the kind that wells up from a place of awe, the kind that acknowledges, "God, I see what you've done, even in the things I almost missed." That's the spirit I want to carry, not just today, but always. Gratitude changes the way we view everything. It takes ordinary events and reveals the extraordinary presence of God in them. Sometimes we look for signs and wonders, thinking they come in fire and thunder. But more often, they show up in whispers. A kind word from a stranger when we were feeling invisible. A job that came through at the last minute. A negative test result when we were bracing for the worst. I believe God is not just in the big victories, but also in the subtle mercies, the ones that catch us off guard. That's why I've learned not to chase only after the dramatic. I want to train my eyes to see God in the daily, in the overlooked, in the background music of my life. This month, maybe you faced some hard things. Maybe May wasn't filled with mountaintop moments for you, but valleys, shadows, doubts. If that's the case, I want to tell you this. Even then, you are not walking alone. Even silence has weight when God is near. I think of the way the psalmist in Psalm 136:1 wrote, "Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever." That verse has carried me more times than I can count. Not because life always felt good, but because His goodness doesn't depend on my feelings. His love isn't temporary. It doesn't expire with my seasons. And for that, I'm deeply grateful. It's easy to be thankful when everything is going right. But a mature faith is one that learns to say thank you even in the tension, even while we're still waiting, even when the answers haven't arrived yet. This isn't just some poetic sentiment, it's a powerful spiritual discipline. When we train our hearts to see through the lens of gratitude, we start to notice that what once looked like lack was actually preparation. What once seemed like delay was protection. And what we thought was rejection turned out to be redirection toward something far better. Over the past few weeks, I felt convicted to become more intentional about expressing my thanks to God, not only with words, but with my actions, with my time, and with how I treat others. After all, gratitude isn't just something we say, it's something we live. And that brings me to something I've been reflecting on deeply: compassion. True thanksgiving always spills over into compassion. When we realize how much we've been forgiven, how greatly we've been loved, it naturally softens our hearts toward others. I've started asking myself, who around me can I bless today? Who's feeling forgotten? And how can I be the reminder that God hasn't left them? Whether it's sharing a meal, offering a listening ear, or simply sending a message that says, "You're seen and valued." I believe these small acts are sacred. They are an extension of worship. They are prayers in motion. And when we live this way, gratitude becomes contagious. It multiplies. It shifts atmospheres. I've noticed that when I focus on gratitude, anxiety loses its grip. Fear begins to fade. Hope grows roots. It's not that my problems disappear, but they lose their power to define me. I start to remember who God is and who I am in Him. That's a powerful perspective. Another thing I've learned is that taking time for reflection, real, honest, quiet reflection, is absolutely essential. We live in such a loud, fast world. If we don't pause to reflect, we'll miss the meaning and the motion. That's why I set aside moments, especially at the end of each month, to sit with God and ask, what are you trying to teach me? What should I carry forward? What do I need to lay down? Reflection is how we move from just experiencing life to learning from it. It's how we let God speak into our days, not just through sermons or devotions, but through our actual experiences. Sometimes I journal. Sometimes I just sit in silence. But I've found that when I listen, God always has something to say. It might be ending, but the work God is doing in us is ongoing. Each month is just a chapter, not the whole story. And every chapter matters. That's why I'm choosing to walk into May with faith. Not blind optimism, but grounded, anchored trust. I don't know what's ahead, but I know who walks with me. And that's more than enough. So here's what I want to leave you with. Keep your heart open. Stay rooted in gratitude, even when it's hard. Let your life be a response to God's goodness, a life of kindness, of service, of quiet strength. Engage with your community. Lift others up when they're down. Don't underestimate the power of a simple prayer, a sincere compliment, or a gentle word. These things build bridges. They carry healing. In all things, remember this. God hasn't brought you this far to leave you. He is faithful. His love endures. And whether May was easy or heavy, you're still standing, and that alone is reason enough to give thanks. Lesson summary. Gratitude. Recognize and appreciate the blessings, both big and small, in our daily lives. Faith. Trust in God's plan, especially during times of uncertainty. Compassion. Extend love and kindness to others, reflecting God's love through our actions. Reflection. Regularly take time to reflect on our spiritual journey, acknowledging growth and areas for improvement. Community. Engage with and support our faith communities, fostering connections that uplift and inspire. May this reflection serve as a reminder of God's enduring presence and the boundless blessings He bestows upon us. As April fades into memory, Let's not move too quickly. Let's linger just long enough to see where God was at work. Even in the moments that didn't feel miraculous, you're still standing. You're still breathing. That alone is proof of His faithfulness. If this reflection spoke to your spirit today, let it shape your next step. Choose to live a life of thanks, of compassion, of presence. Because when we truly understand God's mercy in our lives, it's impossible to keep that gratitude quiet. This is Prayer Decode, where we turn everyday experiences into eternal insight. Until next time, may your heart stay soft, your faith stay rooted, and your prayers never go unanswered, even when the answer looks different than you expected.